Okay. Yeah, this is not working. Give me 1 minute while we switch. I thought I could make it work with this setup, but the light up here, I really need to get something to dim that light. For honest, God, I don't know why I haven't gotten around to it. So let me just switch this up a little bit, and we're gonna go over to the actual desk. So my fairy thing. Alright. Now I'm gonna go quickly grab the other cards and we'll get underway. Now that everything is here, we can set up. So I want to do first and foremost apologize to each and every one of you on my channel, as this particular room is still being refurnished and remodeled. Unlike the bedroom, it's pretty much got a good organized plan. The living room, however, is not really furnished just yet, and I just want to say I do apologize. So, as you guys know, in the particular reading, I'm going to have you guys pick a card, one that I feel drawn from the deck. I'm not really sure which deck I'm going to use as far as which decks I'm going to use in the readings, but for those of you that like the preparation, this is the preparation video. This is like the preparation not video part. So in this particular case, I feel really drawn to utilize the chakra cards for the card of your choice. I mean the pile of your choice. So for pile number 1 for the October energy, it's instinct. And it says here, I allow my senses to be fully experience the physical world and trust my instincts. I connect to my deepest deepest sense of self for balance, guidance, and truth. I release all fears and listen to the wisdom of my ancestors through the resonance of my body. Okay. So for pile number 2, you have connection. And for pile number 3, you have clarity. For connection, for pile number 2, it says the crown chakra. Okay. And it says, I recognize the innermost connectedness of all life. I honor my connection to all that is. I embody the universal love. I am worthy of God's unconditional love. I am open to new connections and possibilities as I explore the gift of consciousness. And the affirmation says, I am always connected. This is pile number 2, okay? And just to show you pile number 1's card is the sacral chakra, okay? For pile number 3, it is the throat chakra. It says clarity. I know when to stay silent and when to speak. I speak with clarity, knowing what to say and how to say it. I take enough time to go inward, listen, reflect, understand, and gain clarity of thought. I take the time to say and express exactly what I need. And the affirmation is I have clarity. In case you guys can't tell, I am by my window. I have a pretty nice setup over here by my window where I'm thinking about doing a lot of my videos by the window. If it is dark outside, I'm going to have the windows open anyway so the energy can come in for the full moon and stuff. But I will most likely have the big light on when we do the readings. So tomorrow I am going to do a full moon video again for tonight. And I am doing this video early in the morning because I have to go to work. And what I do is when I say I have to go to work, I actually go out on the streets and do donation-based tarot readings by the Fat Farm Go Cupcake Shop. So, yeah, if you guys are interested and you live close to Central Avenue, definitely stop by for a reading. Anyway, so with that being said, let us. Oops, sorry. I'm super sorry. That just went down with the bang. So that really just answered my question on whether or not I was gonna make any money today, because I've been having a weird experience where there has not been any monetary flow, right? And when I just asked about that, and I was thinking about taking my table and stuff, the chakra cards fell on top of this particular candle that I'm actually I'm scraping off the what was the image of this candle, and I'm going to reheat the candle wax and reuse this purple candle. For some reason, it will not light at all, so I'm going to have to reuse the wax, and I'm actually going to use it to another 7 African Powers candle. So, but it'll be purple, and I might add. Okay, I did not mean to do that, but what was really, really, really crazy is this just broke. Obviously, this is a big sign that my financial blockages, that was not intentional. Okay, so obviously there's a lot of energy in the room. So let me quickly gather these broken pieces of glass really quickly. I am being careful for those of you who are watching it recorded. But yeah, there's a lot of energy in this. Yeah, I definitely feel a lot of energy from Jupiter energy right now. I'm actually gonna reuse this broken glass in a banish at spell jar to protect me against some particular enemies. But yeah, so I'm gonna do a little fun intro here where I'm gonna read to you the glass. Okay. I actually read and scry on any form. I just have this knack to see into. And what I'm seeing here, especially with this, it's like someone's digging down deep into the blockage. I just see someone reaching down in, digging it up, and I saw the image of Ganesh. So yeah, there's someone definitely removing the obstacles, and they're going down further than the roots. They're definitely going into the very core, and as you can see, it splits from left to right. So I feel like this is saying the past and and the future, and this is the present, right? This is the energy of the present here. So with these three little lines, it's also stating that there are three roots here. It's interesting. It's three, and I feel like this is just saying confirming that yes, it is going to be the blockages are going to be removed. So I thought that was very interesting, and I definitely, especially you when you break something, it is a sign, especially with its glass. It is a sign that there are evil. There are evil. See, there's a lot of energy off the balls today. I just had these cards come flying out for pile number one. So I'm going to put these on pile number four. There are 5 cards for pile number one. And I was originally trying to get the ruins because I wanted to pick a ruin for you guys. And the cards came flying out. Let me see this one for pile number one. She got the word Raidho. I hope I'm saying it right. It's Raidho. Its literal meaning means wagon. For pile number two, is Uruz. 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 Its literal meaning means bull. We'll get these in a minute. For where does this one keep popping up? I gotta put this out. Okay, got it. I got it. Okay. You have the ruin Laguz. Laguz for pile number 3. Its literal meaning means water. So now we're still in the card processing, the where we're picking the cards. So instantly for pile number 2, these cards came out. I'm asking for 5 cards. So I need 3 more cards. Thank you. Interesting enough. 2 more, and then the last one. Well, they definitely work fast. 5 cards for pile number 3, please. So I at first was originally not going to do any YouTube videos up to the point of the eclipse because I wanted to save my energy and keep myself from doing any strenuous energy work when it comes to 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. And I was told this 1, 5. Cool. So originally I wasn't going to do anything today, but then I was really told by the spirit. The energy came from my left eye all the way down my left arm. It was just an intense energy. And so I knew there must be something important that the collective wants to convey to itself. And I say convey to itself because these are pick a card reading. So as a collective, it could be like, oh, your future self telling you this and the physical right now. So yeah. So then the overall energy for the eclipse. Things like this. Now, I got really guided to utilize the Nightmare Before Christmas deck. And then they told me to take 3 cards out of the Nightmare Before Christmas deck. So 1 card for each pile. So I'm going to do 3 and then we'll see. Okay. If this is 3, I'm going to put them 1 for each pile. There's 1 for each pile. Okay. Interesting, because there was exactly 3 cards came out. For 1 for each. Technically it was 4, but there was like 1 for each pile. So I'm gonna leave it at that because obviously they only wanted me to pick 1 for each pile. So we'll leave that one at that. Then we're gonna do the Deviant Moon Tarot deck. I'm hearing that these cards that I'm picking are more for clarity. More for clarity. More for clarity. Obviously. One more for clarity. This one. Oh, okay. Put those there. And then we're going to do the Oracle cards. And that will be that. So we're going to use the Isis Oracle deck first. And they are right, I did forget to do this, but obviously we just shuffle these cards. Spirit of Isis, the morning star, grant us thy wisdom, thy love, thy beauty, and thy grace. Archangel Haniel, Venus, Aphrodite, Isis Hecate, Demeter, Aphrodite, Artemis, Diana, grant thy motherly wisdom. Interesting. Yes. Love it. So I'm told to pick some more cards for pile number 1 and pile number 2. Okay. And then they want me to use 2 cards for this. Okay, cool. Now, I forgot to do the cards for the collective reading for the eclipse energy, and because that one popped out immediately. I'm told to put this one right. I actually need to get more oracle cards. I only have 1, 2, 3 oracle cards, but I have 1, 2, 3, 4 of the just regular tarot cards, and I actually wanted to get some full moon tarot cards. And I also wanted to get some Ascended Master cards as well. And I still haven't, for the life of me, have not gotten the triple. I want to get the Triple Moon Goddess cards. For my personal communion with the Goddess Hecate, and I just feel like I need a personal deck for her. And anyway. So, and we do want to get a rune for the collective reading. Thank you, Spirit, for reminding me. This one is the one that I was immediately drawn to, and it is Nauthiz in reverse. Ooh, that's a good one to have in reverse. For it means needs, but it could also represent restriction and stuff. So yeah, let us. I'm gonna put Nas in on the piece of selenite with. I can find it. I'm gonna find the Na'u Fehu symbol. I can find the damn Fehu symbol. So, I can find it. The Fehu symbol. It's like hiding. Come on. Where did you go? Why? It's funny. It's the last one that I find. That's the last one I pick. Wow, great. So I'm doing an actual grade using the ruins of Kanaz to inspire creativity and inspiration in my home. But also I wanted to also have Jorian be productive. So I'm using Wunjo and Feihu, but also incorporating the middle room with as Othalas to inherit this energy. And I am doing algas at the bottom to inspire protection, but also to inherit protection and stuff. And I feel really drawn to use. I'm gonna do another grade with these really quick. Video, yeah. Oh wait, this one is your one. Sorry, my bad. Forgot it's your one. I've almost got confused there for a minute. So I'm gonna put these away so I do not get distracted by so I don't get confused is what I'm saying. So I'm gonna put these. I'm gonna put them in this cute little seahorse box. I can put it in here. Beautiful. Beautiful. May Saraswati guide me and my intuition, and may Ganesh break all obstacles in my path today. So, with that being said, without further ado, I am going to take a few minutes to just attune myself to the energy of the divine. So I'm going to put pile number 2 over here. Pile number 3, I'm going to put over here as well. And for piles, the collective reading, I'm going to do first, and then I'm going to go into pile number 1. So, perfect. Perfect. So, this is now, it is 2402. Is the 24. And for the collective energy reading. Cool. So for the collective energy reading, we got Nauthiz in reverse. This is the rune of need, but I feel it more so as a restriction than like being too needy. Yeah, even though this can help us fulfill our needs, this is a ruin that can be used positively. I feel in this case it being reversed is to release any needs that we think, wants that we think are needs. More so toxic behavior. Let's put it that way. More of like toxic behavior than anything. So we have your oracle card, which is Apollo, the god of light, the sun energy, which is very interesting because we have as one of your clarity cards is the sun from the Deviant Moon Tarot deck. And that was in reverse, but I was told and guided to do it upright for you guys. But there is also a message being in reverse, and we'll get to that in a minute. So we have here as a clarity card the King of Needles, which is the King of Swords. For your oracle cards, we have the Enter of the Healing Chamber. And it says here, a spiritual gift of healing coming to you now. With be open without expectation or preconceived notions. Allow the healing energy to help you find the best solution for any situation that does not appear to be as it should. Expect your miracle. Then we have here the Pillar of Light. Now, I love this particular card because it's more for prayer, more of an incantation. And I'll explain why, because I'm going to read it in an incantation using my throat chakra to activate this prayer. Pillar of light, burning bright, earth star below, soul star above, burn away all that is not light, transform all into unconditional love. Star of Isis, now descend, your blessings and peace without end. Grace me now with your peace and protection, completely embrace me in your divine perfection. And that's the card. It's so beautiful because it's like in your divine perfection, I feel like it's more of us invoking our divine perfection. And we're just asking the goddess Isis for assistance in that. And as you can see, it's very activating. I love it. With the collective, we have here the Nine of Wands and the Moon card in upright position. We have next the Six of Pentacles in reverse with the High Priestess card in upright position. Then last but not least, we have the Six of Cups. Okay. So let's see. So first and foremost, I feel like we're basically the Apollo energy, the sun energy. It is illuminating what we no longer need. And that's what I'm definitely picking up. That is also in connection to the sun card being in reverse. I feel with the sun card being in reverse, is merely stating a letting go of certain masculine energy, more of a release, because it's very interesting how this is in reverse in the reading. I will explain why I was guided to also speak about it upright as well, but that'll be at the end of the reading. So it is reversed as the sun is in reverse, but the moon is in upright position. And I was definitely strongly getting that this is a release of masculine and balancing it out with the feminine energy. As we know, there's a lot more of a tyrannical energy, more control over the people energy, just anything that deals with the masculine of being overexerting their power over the people, sort of energy. And that's what they're releasing. We are finding the way out. For this Nine of Wands, we are definitely finding our way out mentally and emotionally. In the physical, though, with this being said, I feel like with the Moon card being involved, I feel like it's more of a subconscious and conscious mental and emotional part, but not really on a physical level just yet, partly because of the Six of Pentacles being in reverse. So no one is not that no one isn't investing in creating new ways of living. It's more so dealing with certain things I'm hearing. I'm seeing, I'm showing and hearing and being shown, being hearing what the words, and they're showing me October, November, December. We won't really see any big changes, but they're like planting the seeds, laying the groundwork. It won't be until 2023 before we experience anything like significant. With the two of I mean, not the two of wands, or the swords. I mean, with the high priestess card, I'm looking at the twos, and funny enough, I was getting a reading from someone from a different channel, and I have to double check and look at her channel. But she's awesome, and she does runes like I do in her readings sometimes. And she was talking about the number two, and how it's one ace of raw power, and how the two was more of like, I guess more, how do I how and I want to, don't quote me on what she said, but from what I've gathered, it was more of like the action, taking action energy here, um the positive and the negative. With that being said, though, I don't really feel that with this they do have the wisdom, and knowledge to make the shift. But right now, there's not a lot of people who are generous enough, who care enough to do something about it right now. I feel like it's more of being scared, because when I'm feeling the energy, it's more of being scared to put yourself out in the open, being scared to speak up. With the King of Needles, though, I feel like this is masculine karmic energy that's also being released. As the swords is the soul energy, I feel like this more of like, we're at the pinnacle, we are going to be taking care of this energy. um, I am hoping to save some money to buy the 7 wick candle kit from an individual. Her name's Mama Eve, and you definitely should check out Mama Eve's latest video about the 7 wick candle. I'm hoping with this, if I can save enough in time for the eclipse. If I don't save enough, and make it in time for the October eclipse, I'm going to do it for the November lunar eclipse, for the November 7th and 8th energy. I am going to do an Olokun ritual on that to remove the veil. I'm trying to destroy the veil, the veil that separates us from the 3D to 4D to 5D. I feel like we are in the transitional of the fourth density thinking, but now we're needing to get into the five density, the fifth density. So I'm hoping to like remove blockages for all of my fellow humans and the earth, and unlock all the blockages from all the different bodies, from the physical body, the astral body, all the way up to the etheric, or sometimes called the casual body. And I'm hoping to do that for the earth. And I'm actually going to be doing it for 7 days. So I want to light one candle, 1 wick, and I don't know how I'm gonna do it, because I want to do it for. I want to. Maybe I should do the Olokun ritual to help with that. But then on the 7th day, I should do the Olokun ritual and the the 7 wick candle, as to boom, both kind of meld together. Boom, I'm not really sure how I'm gonna do it just yet. I wish I could wish I could afford 7 wick candles, because then that would be super powerful, really, really powerful. I'm pretty Uranus mad scientist energy when it comes to magic. I tend to go all out, and I don't hold back. Because like, for me, if I'm if I I don't know how to explain it. I just don't hold back when it comes to my energetic intentions. I make sure to pow, make a big explosion and help it reverberate throughout the. So I'm pretty interested in this. I'm thinking maybe I should do, when I have the money in the future, I think I should incorporate a actual copper net, because I'm thinking about using those in order to um, create a space-time net grid, and I'm really excited about that. So anyway, I'll show you guys that finished product. It won't be until next year, I want to say. So anyway, with that being said, let me go back to the reading. So yeah, I feel like there's an upheaval, a break, and an obstacle of whatever masculine karmic energy and masculine energetic systems. They're definitely being uprooted and replaced with the feminine energy, but they emphasize the balance of things, the ebb and the flow. They keep talking about the ebb and the flow. So they want to incorporate a perfect balance between the yin and the yang, the masculine and the feminine energy. Though like I said, I was going to say about the sun card being upright. This is them saying that yes, we will be successful energetically. We will be successful in creating and having that feminine energy to balance out the masculine energy. I also um, am picking up that if there's anyone feeling imbalanced right now, this eclipse is going to kind of create that tension in order to help you become more balanced, more stable, more you. Okay, so that is what I'm getting for this pile. I do hope that this was informative on some way, shape, or form, and I am going to quickly put all the cards back from the collective reading into their cards. I'm going to start with pile number one, so just give me a second. Oh, but before I jump to pile number one, I do want to emphasize on the Isis Oracle cards, because I know I just realized I didn't talk about them. And I want to say from the Enter the Chamber of Healing and the Pillar of Light, I feel like this was in relation to the masculine and feminine energy. It's more of like healing the feminine energy of Mother Earth, of what she's gone through, the tyranny, the pillage and plunder of her, and all the reflections of Mother Earth's feminine side. With that being said, I feel like there's going to be an intense healing for us. And then it's going to erect a pillar of light, a pillar of hope. So that's what I forgot to say that before switching. So now, with that out of the way, let us start with pile number one. I'm going to put pile one at 38 minutes and 20 seconds. Oh, there you go. So for pile number one, we have radio. I hope I'm saying it right. I just say radio because the H I think is silent. Radho I think is the right name for it. That's Raidho, Radho. And Radho is the energy of, though its literal meaning means wagon, and it means if I'm gonna double check really quick to see what burn this is. Hope you guys can still see me. And I'm gonna quickly go to here. Okay, so I'm gonna read you Elder Forthok's translation. It says, Radho represents wagon. It symbolizes though travel with spontaneity, evolution, and decision. So I feel instinctive, like the word instinct is relating to decisions. I feel like this also kind of really coincides with the spontaneous travel. I do pick up there might be some travel for you guys in the future. So I'm going to read your card again. Again, the chakra card, I mean, this chakra is the sacral chakra. And it's very interesting. It says the water element at the corner of this card. And it says Vam, Vam, VAM. And I decided to speak the I guess it's a mantra of the sacral chakra, I guess to activate it and stuff. And it says the water element with instinct. And it says here, allow my senses to fully experience the physical world and trust my instincts. I connect to my deepest sense of self or balance, guidance, and truth. I release all fears and listen to the wisdom of my ancestors through the resonance of my body. And it says, I sense. So I feel like it's more of an instinct of a decision making. If you're looking to contact your ancestors, trust your instincts. They are definitely guiding you in the right direction. With the Eye of Horus, I definitely picked up from this card that your ancestors are providing protection for you. It says the Eye of Horus brings divine perception, protection, and insight. You are gifted with certain spiritual abilities, including divine sight, that are awakening and growing now. You have much divine support and protection so that you may grow your abilities and serve others with your divine gifts. Trust your perception and know that you are divinely protected. Then it says here the divine sisterhood is the other oracle card. It says letting the divine feminine nourish you now into a new relationship, collaboration, community, and friendship is very wise. There are many souls with whom you have spiritual contracts decided upon before you were born, who wish to help you and whom can help you too, as you grow together in peace, light, and wisdom. So I feel with this card that it's more of confirming that if you're instinctively feeling the need to let go of certain relationships, collaborations, certain people in certain communities or friendships, I feel like this is saying go ahead and do that because I feel like, especially when they draw me to whom you can help too and who wish to help, I feel like you've helped. I'm getting more of a message of you've helped these people long enough. It's time to move on. And I feel like almost like you feel as though they're not taking the advice, not putting in the effort, unlike you who have done the work and done the effort, they're not. And they're wasting your time and your energy. And I feel as though that there might be, for those of you who are experiencing new people come in your life, these are going to bring you a lot more peace, wisdom, more happiness and joy. That's what I definitely feel. And then they showed me the image of urus. So with the urus, they just showed me that there's a connected message within urus. You know, if you're not drawn to this rune for pal number 2, you don't necessarily have to, but they're saying there are some messages that you might resonate with from pal number 2. And okay, so yeah. So I also feel like you might find parts of if you're a witch and you're looking for a coven or wanting to start your own coven, this is the card saying that you will definitely find your witchy friends, your true witchy friends, and all that good stuff. So the clarity cards are the Nine of Pentacles and the King of Presents. Okay, which is the King of Pentacles. With this, there's definitely a lot of physical energy, especially with the instincts, where it says, I allow my senses to fully experience the physical world and trust my instincts. So there's definitely a lot of physical energy going on for pile number 1. Especially with the Nine of Pentacles, wish fulfillment. It's like you're fulfilling your wishes, filling your desires. And you see how he's holding the present and it's like the holy grail to him. It's like you're gonna achieve that what you've been wanting for your entire life. If you're someone like me who's trying to manifest a particular way of living, I personally like am working so hard to get to a financial state to where I can just live peacefully. For me, I just want to like live in a nice little house in a nice little property, but with a big ass garden with random healing herbs and spices and growing different hallucinogenic things on the side. Um, and just I would use the hallucinogenic things for ceremonial rituals and stuff for healing, right? That's the only reason why I would grow plants to make ayahuasca and have peyote cacti is partly because as part of my religious beliefs, I would be using those to help other people. Anyway, with that being said, I definitely feel that this is more you like now gonna be achieving that which was so elusive, that which is so um shall we say so blocked. Like no matter what you did, you couldn't do it, and now you're going to be able to do it. And yeah, and it's definitely going to be transition. So if you're thinking about moving, you're definitely going to transition. If you're thinking about it energetically, I'm getting energetically going to be transitioning from bad to good energy. Like if you're not seeming to make enough, you're going to be transitioning into a state where you're going to be making enough money, enough to provide for yourself. So we have here the Page of Pentacles in upright position with the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. A lot of Pentacles energy with the Queen of Pentacles in upright position. Interesting. With the Emperor, the Hierophant. I think this is the Hierophant. No, this is the Emperor card with the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. So, oh, you're saying they're backwards. Okay, let me switch them around. I just like sometimes the spirit be like, no, that's not the right way. This is the right way. So let me reiterate, because they told me that I did it backwards. Because yeah, and I did do it backwards because I was going from the bottom to the top, and I should have went from the top to the bottom because that's how I normally do it. So correction, your cards in this correct order is Ace of Pentacles in reverse with the Emperor card and the Queen of Pentacles upright with the Knight of Pentacles in reverse with the Page of Pentacles in upright position. So, with this being said, I definitely pick up that there is definitely like it's probably my pile too. I don't know because I have to watch the video. So I can definitely picking up for those of you who have been struggling financially. You're with the Emperor card and the Queen of Pentacles, and it's interesting how one of your clarity cards was the King of Presents, aka the King of Pentacles. So there's definitely a collab between masculine, feminine, the unification. There's definitely a lot of male and female energy going on and the physical for you. And with the masculine feminine energy, I definitely am picking up that there is a need, there is going to be a partnership, maybe with someone else, or a collective, I want to say collective collab. I'm feeling a collective collaboration with different spirits that are working behind the scenes in order to help you manifest this money. I'm saying money because that's what's definitely coming to me. And I'm seeing coins, I'm seeing land. So it might have to do with property or it might have to do with a move. You know, it could be anything. So if you're trying to make a decision, I'm definitely feeling more of just wait a little bit. Wait until after October if you can to make the final decision, something to do with the eclipse energy. So it would be better to wait until after the eclipse on October 25th to make a decision because you want to see the what this energy is going to do for you or around you before you make a decision because your financial, monetary, or any physical aspect may change. Um, I am definitely feeling with that's why I'm saying wait. The reason why I'm saying wait is because the Knight of Pentacles is in reverse. You look at the Knight, he is holding a Pentacles. He's holding it, looking at it while he is writing. Okay, but he's not watching where he's going. There's like a surprise, some sort of sneak attack, maybe. Who knows what it may be? But there's just wait to see where this is going before you do it. And then with the Page of Pentacles, I'm seeing that you'll definitely have the wisdom to shall we say the wisdom to march on your own. I feel like it is going to be cold for you. I say this as though you're going to walk this path alone. I feel like there's someone that only you can walk this path, no one else can. And it's going to take you out of your comfort zone for sure. So that is what I'm getting from those cards. I hope that these cards were insightful and you got the information that you needed about the energy for the October 25th eclipse energy. So I am going to quickly put these cards away. Quickly. I'm gonna put these actually over here because obviously I'm gonna be putting a lot of cards away. So put that there. This. I don't know why that song, I'm gonna come in the song in my head. Okay, so for pile number 2, you have runes. I'm gonna switch over to the page with all the runes, and I'm gonna go back and read your runes. It's URUZ, and its literal meaning represents the bull. It symbolizes strength, tenacity, courage, untamed potential, and freedom. That's the ruin for this card. I feel like especially with the connections card, I feel like it's more of saying strengthen your connection, strengthen your friendship, strengthen your communication, especially I'm hearing communication, throat chakra energy. So strengthen your communication. I feel very forced to speak. Like they give me this sensation of being forced, like having a hard time speaking, and it's like a shallow breath. So they want you to work on your breathing. Definitely take some Mullen. I'm going to reread the connection card. It says, "I recognize the interconnectedness of all life. I honor my connection to all that is. I embody a universal love. I am worthy of God's unconditional love. I am open to new connections, possibilities as I explore the gift of consciousness. I am always connected." Now, it says here consciousness without beyond sound. So that's what it says on the back. I find it interesting that some of these I just never noticed this before, but some of them have like little words on the back. But I'm gonna read. Here's the card. Okay, here's the card. Now I feel definitely from this there is a trine with Isis, Horus, and Osiris here with Jehuti involved. So there's a masculine, feminine, and unification of both. I feel that more strengthening that inner balance, strengthening the soul on a soul level. With the card Icarus with inexperience, I'm gonna actually get some more clarification on this card. So I'm gonna use this fairy deck because I'm not really getting anything negative, but I want to just confirm. So I'm gonna confirm. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna leave that out, definitely for sure. And I'm gonna talk about that card. So it just really confirmed what I was gonna about to say, but I wanted to get confirmation. So with Icarus, the card connected to Icarus is Three of Autumn. It says follow your passion when it comes to your career, be the best at what you do, being compensated for your creative talents. I feel with this particular card, with Icarus and inexperience, I definitely feel that this is more of saying it's more of people doubting you, thinking that you're inexperienced. And in this card, I feel like the fairies in the Three of Autumn of the Unseelie Court is merely saying, hey, don't give up. Don't listen to those haters who say you're inexperienced or say you are not what you are. You are what you say you are. And as long as you keep saying you are that energy. So, they want you to just remember, keep going, stay true to your heart, to follow your passions. You are the best. And, I'm seeing here with being compensated for your creative talent. So maybe you're undervaluing yourself. With this being said, though, with the ISIS cards, we have the truth unveiled. There are times when appearances of people, places, and things are deceptive. You will sense this when something feels uncomfortable within you, when you notice feelings of anxiety or doubt within you. You may think there is something wrong with you, but actually, you are intuitively sensing that all is not as it appears to be. Trust what you feel and know what appears to be, and not what excuse me, and not what appears to be. I feel with this, I feel like this is more dealing with I'm getting from this Isis energy here. Is she's saying this is more of unveiling the doubters, the haters, the people that you just need to get rid of and get out of your life, toxic wise. So there is as soon as I said that, she showed me a serpent of fire, and she was showing me how the serpent of fire was burning away all the toxic people. And she's now, I asked, can you do that for me? And she's now circling the snake around my energy. And thank you, Isis, because I could definitely use some clearing here. um, so, and she's saying, she just showed me an image of the serpent of fire going up through my middle sifra. And then she's showing me a serpent of water and the serpent of, okay, earth. Then, okay, cool. I understand what she's doing. She's like activating and using the elements to clear the blockages in my energy. Sephra is interesting. Anyway, so back to what I was saying. So she wants you to invoke the serpent of fire to burn away all these toxic people. Okay, she wants you to use the serpent of fire, invoke the Kundalini energy to create a energetic blockage to block them, to remove them out of your life. You were able to remove them. You're able to create a reality in which you're no longer with them. Where it says, do not assess your current ability based on past standards, as they no longer apply to you. You are stronger and more powerful now than you have been before. You need to learn afresh what you are capable of, and ISIS helps you now. It actually makes sense with the image of what I was getting while I was just really in tune. And she was showing me, and this actually kind of funny because she was using me as an example and showing me that if I was to move away, I need to have no contact energetically with anyone from the past because they're going to hinder the fresh perspective. So I, interestingly enough, see that these this energetically for you guys, you just be an example, but for you guys, it's more of saying you need to, like, if you were to say, some of you might be moving, some of you might be deciding to move, right? Or something maybe getting somewhere fresh, right? And she says go for it to gain a new perspective, but it's wise to start over with new friends and new family just to see where before if how do I put this? It's more like you're wanting to get a fresh start, and in order to not be hindered by old perspectives, it's like excommunicate those that are negative, those are lower vibrations, right? With the temperance card, I feel like it's going to be this is an energy of balancing those connections. I feel like you're gonna, as you do this cutting off, this removing of negative energy, this eclipse is gonna help you remove that and create a sense of balance. With the Ace of Potions, this is like raw emotional energy, as it's the Ace of Cups. I definitely feel like this eclipse is gonna bring out raw emotions, raw energy. Also, it's gonna help you strengthen certain connections that are good for you, but it's also gonna force you to get rid of old connections, old energy, old shall we say baggage. I think that's the word I'm looking for. It's like old baggage. Yeah, I want to say old baggage because it feels to me like it's old news, old energy. So I'm gonna put these cards away, and I'm gonna read the 5 tarot cards for this deck. I was told to use guys. So I'm gonna put these away as guided by my intuition. So, okay. So for pile number 2, your cards. Thank you for reminding me. It's 10 of Swords in upright position. It is the Hangman in reverse, the World card in reverse, the Nine of Cups in reverse, and then the Ten of Wands in upright position. Wow, very intense. So I am seeing that you're on the verge of like you're not sure whether or not you should hang on. And with the ten of not blah, the 9 of Cups, the World card, and the Hangman being in reverse, this is showing me what kind of energy that's going to be removed out of your life. So obviously there are things that are blocking your there's energy blocking your change, your expansion of consciousness, right? So that is going to be removed. I am seeing with the World card, what you think you need in the plan that you've got. I'm definitely picking up. It's not there. There's some other universal cosmic plans that are like, nope, this is what we know that you need to do. So obviously there's some. They want you to go back and relook at your plans before making any formal decisions. With the 9 of Cups, I feel like when it comes to being a merchant, you might expect if you're someone who sells products and stuff, you might find that you're going to need to change to evolve the look of your physical store or your website. Um, in this case, I feel like you're overburdening yourself. So whatever is these are making you feel overburdened, overworked, overstressed, anxiety, worry. These are stuff that's gonna be removed because this it's plain as day. I want to simplify this message as to say, what is no longer serving you, pile number 2, it's gonna be removed, plain and simple. And it's not just in one aspect or another. It's gonna be the whole thing. It's gonna really rewire your reality. It's going to really snap you and rewire your brain in order to uh, expand. So there's something that you're definitely and I feel though with the Hangman and the Wild card, these are people in your world that are not really good for you, and you have. I feel like with this card, you see how he's trying to make a decision. You haven't decided on whether or not that they should leave, that you should get rid of them, energetically speaking, right? But you're being overburdened by this. And, I feel from this that you're being forced. You're now being forced. They give your guides, your ancestors, those that are helping you on the other side, are like, okay, you've given this lady or gent X amount of decisions to make the right choice. Now that they haven't made a choice, now we're gonna make the choice for you, pretty much. So there's gonna be some intense energy that's gonna remove all the toxicity out of your life. With that being said, we're now on to pile number three, excuse me. Oh my god, I forgot to put for pile number two. So pile number three is at 1 hour, 5 minutes. Oh. So, so, oops, a card went flying. So your first card is Al Alkmene with unfairness. Okay, unfairness. Your other oracle cards are the Divine Destiny and the Spirit of Isis. With Divine Destiny and then the Spirit of Isis. I forget, sometimes the cards aren't, no. The Page of Pentacles in upright position is a clarity card. And then the X of Potions, which is the Ten of Cups, the Ten of Potions, as a clarity card. So we're going to put the clarity cards over here, the Oracle meaning energy here, and then those over there. With the throat chakra for clarity. As clarity, it says, I know when to stay silent and when to speak. I speak with clarity, knowing what to say and how to say it. I take enough time to go inward, listen, reflect, understand, and gain clarity of thought. I take the time to say and express exactly what I need to. And it says, I have clarity. This one only, it says ether energy, and the word is hum, hum, hum. So that's the activation for this card. So let's first start with the oracle cards and the clarity cards. I definitely picking up from Laguz. I'm gonna actually read you the ruin symbol for that. So it's 21 in the Elder Flute ruin. In 21 Laguz, it's spelled Laguz. Is symbolized as little meaning means water, represents water, right? But it symbolizes intuition, emotions, flow, renewal, dreams, hopes, and fears. I'm definitely feeling this is, especially with the 10 of Potions or the 10 of Cups, going to be very emotional. But I mean, definitely emotional energy, definitely water energy. But I got the main energies. This most likely, we're gonna see with these cards here. If but I'm definitely picked up intuitive people. So whoever goes to Palm, they're most likely intuitive. There's a lot of intuitional energy here. So with the divine destiny, it says the divine warrior within you is helping you to continue with the worthy path, even during times of difficulty. When faced with a challenge, a true warrior will summon more of him or herself to the cause. To the cause. Sorry, I can help it. It might be by bringing more wisdom, focus, or intelligence, or surrendering into the divine. The warrior within you has a great inner resourcefulness and determination. With the spirit of Isis, it says, Beloved initiate, there are times to surrender and let go, but never times to give up. Persist with bold faith, inspired action, until the impossible happens. Isis has the spirit of triumph and will never fail in her quest. No matter how bold or impossible it seems, let her inspire you and believe. And I got really emotional. So I obviously want you to know for sure, don't give up on your dreams. Don't give up on what you desire and what you want. Don't give up. Trust that intuitively you are on the right track with this. With the Page of Pentacles, though, I am feeling with the Ten of Potions an energy of maybe more of going energy that you're working on and double make sure you've uh, I want to say rewire certain programs within your subconscious because it's more of like behavioral programs, behavioral patterns, and you're rewire those definitely for sure. I'm definitely feeling, yeah. So with the cards, we have the Five of Wands in reverse, this Ten of Cups. Interesting, Ten of Cups, Ten of Potions, which is the Ten of Cups in upright position. Interesting. With the Page of Cups in upright position, with the Knight of Wands in reverse, with the Queen of Swords in reverse. Interesting. So, what I am definitely getting here is that with the clarity energy, you're definitely going to have more clarity rather than conflict. Because I feel like anything like me, it's like, well, there's this option, then there's this option, then there's this option, and what do I choose? Because they're both kind of good, but I'm not really sure kind of energy. Because I tend to do that. It's like I have all these options, but which one is the best option, right? So I feel that you're gonna have less conflict and more knowing what's the best option. You know what? With the Ten of Cups, though, this speaks of a family coming together. So if you're wanting a family or are trying to reconnect with your family and get over past wounds, just know that they will resolve. I feel like with this card, though, I feel like it's more dealing with the inner child within you, more so with the family like if you got a fucked up childhood like me, there's some trauma there, right? And I'm still going through the trauma with my mother and my sister, my biological mother and sister, energetically there. I'm still working on that. I'm still working on that to this day. um with that being said, though, with the Page of Cups, you're having the wisdom. You're definitely having the wisdom to not resist. I heard the word resist. To not resist changes. To not resist the letting go process. I feel like it's more of dealing with you are letting go of some intense shadows, especially with family involved and friends. I definitely got a strong feeling of exes. So if you're trying to get over someone, this eclipse is going to be your ticket. You're definitely going to be like, it's like I just got the image of someone, I don't know who, but she has white hair. I mean, white skin, brown hair, and she has an ex-boyfriend, and it's like she's yelling at her ex-boyfriend, saying, "No wonder why I broke up with you in the first place. Get out!" Right? So it's like you're gonna have a very big reminder of like why you let go of the ex-boyfriend if you're on this channel, or if you're, and this is just for in general too. So if your ex-boyfriend or ex-girlfriend, whatever it may be, you're gonna have a big like, okay, this is exactly why I let go of them in the first place, right? Um, with the Queen of Swords, you're definitely like, man, like let's like let it go kind of energy here. With the Queen of Swords, I am being really drawn to how her throne reminds me of a chariot. So with it being in reverse, I feel like you're gonna go through some intense shadow work before you before you after the intense shadow work, I just see you kind of shining from the root, the sacral root and solar plexus chakra, but especially with the solar plexus here, it's like you're shining. So you're gonna go through deep darkness before you can get out and be like, this is the new me, this is the new energy. And so I definitely feel that. So that is the energy with pawn number three. I want to touch up on the unfairness. So I feel with this card, it's more dealing with the trauma that you thought was unfair, right? So for me, if I had to say this for my personal stuff, it'd most likely be referring to the unfairness between my childhood, right? But that's something I gotta get over. But I feel like you're gonna get over any unfair, unjust experiences that you went through. And with that being said, that concludes all the piles for piles 1, 2, and 3 in the collective reading. I do hope it was informative and insightful. If you need clarity on a card or cards in the deck, do not hesitate to leave a comment. Feel free to like, share, and subscribe, and click the all notification bell to know when I go live. Man, I sound like a broken record. And I do hope that you could give me some feedback on the readings. That said, much love. Namaste. Remember, you are beautiful warriors, powerful healers, shamans, and you're all that and a bag of chips. Mwah, kisses.